Okay, Mr. Williams.
I've always been curious to know what it would sound like if an artist were to truly put out everything about themselves and be completely and totally honest about that in their music. I only want people who are going to rock with me for being me. I don't want people who are going to come with me or jump on a bandwagon because I did a certain song of a certain genre one time. Then I would have to be forced to uphold this fake image of myself that they may think they're going to be getting more of, and then ultimately I'm gonna be disappointing everybody. I'm gonna be disappointing God, myself, them. So nah, man. If you like what I do, then you gonna like the EP. If you do not like what I do, well, God bless you. Go find an artist whose music you do like, you know? Ultimately, that's just how I am. That's how I've always been. And that is what allows me to be true to who I am as Ashish. Still God's MC. I just go by Ashish now. It's a lot easier to say, and people don't have to type in so many letters and get annoyed with, looking me up. When I wrote Pray For Me, I was in a rough place spiritually. I know that there were times where I would feel like I would be praying and talking to God, but I wasn't quite sure that God really wanted to hear from me at that time. I was going through a lot of things that were not coming out in my regular prayers, and I found that God has given me this gift. So if I can't say something usually in a prayer, I can at least rap it. It comes out better somehow in song form when I'm expressing myself to the Lord in that way. To release that type of anxiety and a lot of that, those struggles. Because if y'all don't know, I've made it quite clear, I believe, in a lot of my music, I struggle mentally, and I have struggled mentally for years. That does not mean that I'm necessarily crazy schizophrenic. If I was, I'd be one whom Jesus loved. So there's no denying that in my life, that I've been born again, set free from death and hell by Christ. But I know also in this fallen world, there's gonna be plenty of things that I gotta struggle with still. I've had some things in my life that have led to some serious mental struggles, and I just wanted to be able to, in my own way, be able to show that there's hope and encourage some people that may be dealing with similar situations. So what I was going for in Immortal is I wanted people to be able to hear the truth, and I wanted people to hear the creativity, and I wanted to let them know that as a Christian artist, Christian lyricist, that you don't have to slink back or dumb down in any type of lyrical ability or delivery, or even when it comes to the viciousness of your bars. It doesn't matter what the genre of the artist is. If dope music is dope music, ultimately that's just what it is. I'm pretty sure maybe somewhere floating around in the plane of existence there is a dope song that is in the mumble rap genre. I haven't heard it yet, but maybe it does exist. I don't know. So what I have to do now is go inside of my own mind when I'm making this music and see how can people relate to it, and how can people benefit from the same thing that I'm going through. Because I don't just want to be making songs that are just necessarily sad all the time, but I do and I will make honest music. The day that I stop living and experiencing things in my life, that will be the day that I stop rapping. What you can expect from the EP is a whole lot more of what you've gotten from me in the past. It's a little bit more of a mainstream feel in some songs, but you still got your underground stuff in there, believe that. Real quick moment about my producer. This dude is named Eric Enon Catalano. He has been my producer for years. Anything you hear from me that comes out is mixed and mastered by this audio engineer guru right here. Truth Music Studio, that's what he runs with in New York. Everything you ever hear from me is everything is being mixed and mastered from Truth Music Studio. All of my material, Pray For Me, the entire EP you're about to hear, mixed and mastered by Truth Music Studio. Brother Eric, love you, man. You hold it down. You've been holding me down. I appreciate you. Some features from two very talented female vocalists. One is actually my very good friend of a couple of years now. Met her back in the day on Vine. I don't know if y'all remember Vine or not. Yeah, 6 seconds to basically prove you had any talent at all. This girl was definitely singing on there, and she was singing her face off within 6 seconds. So I was like, yo, and I let her know, I'm a holy hip hop artist, a Christian rap artist, or an artist who is Christian, whatever way people want to phrase it these days now. But you're gonna hear a lot of good things in the future coming from Bianca Sings. She's got a lot of skills. She's got a lot of talent. She's worked with a lot of mainstream, big known artists, people that are a lot more famous than myself. And the girl's got crazy talent, man. Y'all need to check her out. Y'all need to give her a listen, for real. So if you support me and if you rock with me, that's my Skylar Grey right there, y'all. So I mean, so you're probably gonna hear a lot more from me featuring this young lady in my music as well. But I hope y'all definitely enjoy what we put together for y'all on the EP, you know, and you're getting more of me, what you've been getting for years, you know what I mean? So that's just what it is, man. December 15th, Ashish, Immortal. God bless. Cop that. You don't really get to rest like